Afternoon, Alex. Once again, I am unable to bring up the courage to do this anywhere where I think anybody will be able to hear me or see me, which means at the moment I can't do it in my own house because my wife and one of her classmates are there. Instead of doing this in my own house, I am instead wandering through a Walmart parking lot, hoping that nobody sees me walking around staring into my laptop, talking to myself. That's just life, I suppose. Alex, Kickstarter projects. I actually have a card game that I think is pretty close to the point where we could do a Kickstarter program for it. The general concept is all fleshed out. We just have to make a set of cards and do some practice trials to get all the stats of different cards balanced. But if you want, we could talk about that via email. Another idea I have for a Kickstarter is the whaling game I talked about before. I just need to figure out how to make the whales move in a way that would be interesting and fun, but at the same time not very difficult, since there might be a lot of them on the board at one time. So if you think of any way that might be good for doing that, just let me know, and we can talk about that project too, because I think that one would be really interesting as well. Funny thing about that whole needing an artist to do a graphic novel thing, I actually know somebody who does comic book art as a side job currently, and as far as I'm aware, he's trying to do it as a career. So if you want, I could introduce you, and maybe you guys can work on a graphic novel together. I'll put a link to his YouTube thing somewhere around there. So Saturday this week is one of my favorite holidays of the year. It's the Lord of the Rings Marathon at my wife's family's church. It's an invitation-only event that goes for about 13 hours because we watch all three of Lord of the Rings extended editions back to back to back to back. Anyways, so I'm not really sure what else to talk about, and my arm's getting really tired from carrying my laptop around the parking lot, and I should probably start getting back to the house because it's actually starting to get pretty cold out here. Not like cold like you guys have cold, but cold like regular people have cold. Alex, I will see you tomorrow, and I look very much forward to seeing your video and hearing what you have to talk about.